Now we're looking at active chart assessment, and for this we're going to use the Business in a Briefcase online trade assessor. The best way to organise yourself is have your chart open. In this example we're using gold in the 1 hour time frame. You're going to open up the Viva Trade Assessor and have it minimised so that you can see the chart and answer the questions online at the same time. Now for this we're going to do a sell H1 gold. Always make sure you choose the trend before anything else. And you're going to answer the 16 questions one by one. Ideally this is pre-completed a minute or so before the open candle, but then you need to wait for the open candle, update it for anything that's changed, and then submit. Anything else is unacceptable. Are you okay to trade means that you have no distractions, you're calm, you're focused on your trading. If you're not, walk away. There's plenty of other opportunities. It's a good way to deplete your trading account when you're unfocused and have distractions, so don't do it. For the purposes of this demonstration, I'm okay to trade, and now we simply answer the questions one by one. 2. Is the Donchian line red? Yes. 3. Is the histogram below the 0 line in window 2? No. Now, just on this one, if you're not quite sure, there's a couple of things you can do to make it clearer. 1, you can make it larger, and you can see that it's clearly above the 0 line. Another way to have a quick visual is to look at the figures here. So the first number represents the blue line, the second one represents the red line, and the third one is the histogram. But of course, if you've got something that's that close to the 0, you might want to question whether you want to enter this trade or not. Things to consider. So that was question 3, we answered no. Question 4, is the histogram pink in window 2? No, it's green. 5, is the blue line pointing down in window 2? Yes, it is. 6, is the blue line below the red line? Yes. Question 7, is the blue line below the 0 line? No, it's not. 8, did a relative strength index just cross down 60, 50 or 40 in window 3? No, it didn't. It did that about 3 candles ago, so we have to say no to that one. 9, is the histogram below the 0 line in window 4? That one, again, I can't tell. It looks like it's above, and if I check there, that's a positive number. So the answer to that question, question 9, is no. 10, is the histogram pink? Yes. Is the blue line below the 0 line? Yes. Question 12, is the blue line below the red line? Yes. Question 13, did the blue line just cross down the red line in window 4? Okay, it happened there, and that's within 2 candles. So by definition, that's a yes. 14, is the blue line pointing up in window 4? No. 15, are both histograms green, window 2 and 4? That one's green, that one's red, so we answer no to that. 16, did the previous candle spike in window 1? No, it didn't. Now the definition of a spike is an unusually sized candle compared to the other ones, or a candle that has passed through a strong support or resistance line. The previous candle was neither of those, so we can say no. And then, once we've done that, we're waiting. Now we're going to presume the candle has just opened and the questions we've answered are a true reflection of what we've seen, and we press submit. The website will assess our trade, and this one's a no trade. So that means no trade placed on this time frame, and you have to wait for the next opportunity. When following a currency on our trading days, we need to make sure that we've completed appropriate administration, and part of that is collecting the high, low and close price for our currency, and we're going to fill it in here. Now to do that, go into MT4 and open the daily chart for your selected currency. In this instance it's Euro Aussie. I've marked the day of interest with a vertical line. It's the 26th of August today, so I need to know the administration for the previous day, the 25th. The high was 1.42053, low result 1.41482, and close was 1.41880. Once you've recorded those on your worksheet, you're then going to go to the Born to Live Free website and select the Business in a Briefcase calculator. Our trading time frame is going to be an hour for Euro Aussie, and just as a default I'm going to put in 1,000, but you can equally as well put in your demo or live account trading balance and then complete the figures. Now be aware that some brokers may have different results, so make sure you're consistent in the way you do your administration, and also be aware that some people listing them on the forum may have used a different broker to yourself. So if you notice there's a difference in the results, it could be because of the broker or whether they're using a demo or a live account. The online calculator will output a report that you can print, email or download. The download file is in a HTML format. Of course you don't need to do that, you can always go back to the website, it's completely up to you. And here we take down the stop level, take profit and trailing stop values and transfer that onto our Business in a Briefcase entry worksheet. There, there and there. So when we're assessing charts, we're in a position to be ready to place a trade. Use Forex Factory Calendar to check for high impact red news that can influence our trading choices. Go to the website www.forexfactory.com/calendar. Now news should be checked before you trade, so make it a routine part of your administration. Do it consistently. There's a couple of things you need to do on the website to make sure it's a useful tool for you. The first is make sure that the time zone shown is relevant for you. If not, you can update it here. Save the settings, go back to calendar, and it should reflect your time zone now. The other thing is that you may have a lot of news displayed that you're not necessarily interested in. We only want to see red news. So we can filter out that which we don't want to see and also deselect any currencies you're not following. Apply the filter to show only red news for the currencies of interest. Now here you can display a specific day, so the current trading day, the current trading week, or if you like, you can look at the news in advance for the whole month. You can also use any of these links to take you back to where you were or project into the future. If you want to display the detail of a red news item, you simply have to click on the detail link, and that will reveal this information. To hide it, close the detail, and be aware that not all red news is created equally. Some red news delivers more pips than others, or makes more of an impact on the price action. So on the members section of the Born to Live Free website, we've created a News Trading 2014 event timetable. For the currencies that are listed here, it is well worth putting these dates and times into your diary and observing what happens to the price action. You'll find that we've chosen currencies that consistently deliver the pips, so definitely worthwhile for a trading strategy. Use this worksheet to record your administration and trading results for your intraday trading. Write the date here. If you live in Melbourne, the daily candle will start at 7 AM and the H4 candle will start at 7 AM, followed by 11 AM, 3 PM, 7 PM, 11 PM and 3 AM. These are the only times that you can place a H4 trade. I also like to use this spreadsheet just to write my red news for the currencies that I'm following. It keeps it in the forefront of my mind. And there are essentially two components to this worksheet. This section here is for recording results, and this section is for the instructions for correct use of the Business in a Briefcase trading system. Now this has been duplicated on the Born to Live Free website and can be found as the Business in a Briefcase Trade Assessor and the corresponding calculator, which we'll be looking at shortly. As with any system, following the instructions will get you a better result, and these sheets, when completed, should become part of your trading business records or your trading journal.